So welcome back guys to another video, and today I am doing a review on the Mummy Demastered. Now first and foremost, I have to kind of say it's a rarity now that we have video games that come out that are based off movies. A lot of times now they're usually free downloadable apps or little mobile games on your cell phone to kind of help advertise that future blockbuster, or in this case lack thereof, with the Mummy starring Tom Cruise. But Wayforward Studios took a different route. They actually released a full-fledged game with just the only thing they had in common was just the name alone. That's right, this game has nothing to do with Tom Cruise or Brendan Fraser, but you're actually controlling a nameless agent who is on his way to stop an evil sorceress princess from being resurrected and find his fallen comrades. Now, the Mummy Demastered is a Metroidvania, and one thing I can say about this game, it is what you see is what you get. If you're used to playing Metroidvanias, you'll feel right at home. You're going to be going through a lot of backtracking, explorating, finding various items to keep pushing yourself forward to go through the levels and unlock more areas of the map. I really enjoy it, and one thing I can say about the Mummy Demastered is it doesn't feel so much as related to the Mummy movie, but actually feels like a spiritual successor to another Wayforward game that I don't hear enough people talk about that was released very late on the Nintendo DS, and that was Alien Infestation. If you've played Alien Infestation, then you kind of know what you're getting into with the Mummy Demastered. Now honestly, I think a lot of things that made Alien Infestation very unique, I feel like they really added more to it with the Mummy Demastered. You know, the Alien Infestation had permadeath, where the Mummy Demastered adds a little bit of a, some may say a gimmick, some may say a kind of a mechanic quirk, but in this game, you actually don't die per se. Well, you do. What happens is when you die, your character actually turns into a zombie, and you have to control a new agent to get back to that checkpoint and get all your items and abilities back, which makes the game very challenging. And luckily, when you do die, you start off at your last checkpoint, so you're not starting off on the way other side of the map. And one of the things that I do like is the fact that if you do die and then you die again, that first character that died doesn't fade away. It's not like Dark Souls. You know, if you keep dying in the same spot in Dark Souls, you keep losing more and more, and you can never gain back. Where, you know, sometimes it could be a bad advantage, because sometimes you could die many times and get the one spot, and there's like you know, 3 or 4 of your old characters ready to kill you, because even though they're zombies, they're going to be using the same abilities they had when they died, including custom machine guns, you know, jetpacks, and even grenades. I think Mummy Demastered is a really fantastic little title to download on your various gaming consoles. The only gripe I will have about the Mummy Demastered is I wish there were a little bit more bosses. There's not as many bosses in the game. Also, frame rate. Now, I played this on the Nintendo Switch, so I had to ask some of my friends who were playing it on the PlayStation 4 if they experienced any frame rate drops, and unfortunately they did. Now, this isn't game breaking, but you will notice it when you have more than a couple characters on the screen. There will be a little bit of a slowdown, and this can also be kind of hindering because the Mummy Demastered plays like an old school game and really takes advantage of that Castlevania hit detection, in the sense that if you get hit, you'll get knocked back. And unfortunately, if you're on the stage and you have a bunch of like flying bugs or something like that, and they're all hitting you and you keep getting knocked back, you end up dying. You're gonna have to come back and kill yourself to get all your stuff back, which can be kind of hindering and kind of frustrate you in some aspects. But overall, the Mummy Demastered is a pretty fun game. If I had to give this game a score, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's got great graphics, an atmosphere, the soundtrack is absolutely amazing, the controls are spot on. That little bit of frame rate drop can kind of be irritating, and plus, you know, inheriting some of that really brutal old schoolness that I'm still not a fan of. I love retro games, but I'm still not a fan of that whole knockback feature. But for $20, It's your choice if you want to download it, of course. Me personally, I don't feel like it's worth 20. I actually got on sale for 15, and I think that's the hot spot. So if you're on the fence about the game, I say wait for a little flash sale, especially if you're a Steam player on PSN. Last time I got it, it was actually on the Nintendo Switch for 15, so it could be on sale in a couple of months. But definitely check this out if you're a big fan of the Metroidvania genre. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and if you guys want to stay in the know on what's going on with this channel and the newest upload, be sure to hit the bell. The bell's going to be beside the subscription button, and this will notify you whenever there's a new video coming out. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Excess Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on Podomatic.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.